I could give you all, you all wouldn't know how to do the right thing with the information. It's human trafficking and the collusion of its government involving the San Diego Police Department and its police chief. But its government as a whole who colluded. And in that, that flew over any of its and international territory. And with that came a huge responsibility. I used to love what I did. I used to love every person on that aircraft, no matter which one I was on. It didn't matter to me who you were, what lifestyle you led, if you were gay, straight, Jew, Gentile. It didn't matter what religious background. When you were on that aircraft, you were most important to me as an entirety. And profoundly enough, after COVID came around, and shortly after my rebellion, I never stopped doing what I did. I just loved what I did from a distance to the best of my ability, given the capabilities that I had. And in that, I was able to try and prevent situations like Reagan. But also through that came a bigger responsibility that evolved over time. Of course, politics were a constraint upon industry, and metrically through that was the exposure of the resolve behind those industries, even political factions among unions. Goes deeper than you all imagine. Packed under ice, aluminum foil. I don't know how the fuck it got through security. I stopped it. But just as another bomb, which will remain undisclosed, the St. Thomas diffusal was my second one. I had had enough. If I had failed contractually, I could have paid the responsibility in voluntary manslaughter. That was contract. I signed that responsibility. And after the second time, I swore there wouldn't be a third. right before I defused that bomb, we had what looked like SARS or anthrax. It was Gate Charlie 8. I still remember the yellow hazmat suit. I was handed a mask. We're everywhere. All failed to see. The truth is, we are everywhere, right in front of you all. And sometimes the burden is just too much. I don't regret what I did for America. I regret who I did it for. In my eyes, you're all a bunch of unappreciative assholes. If you see someone who's hungry, you give him some food. If you see a derelict family and you have an extra house, you shelter them. That's how the fuck we work. If you're not alongside that, then get the fuck out of our house. The fuck? I asked the Russian president to be the godfather of my daughter. I meant it. What do you want me to do? Pull up the old post from a few years ago? Fuck up. Why don't you all just shut the fuck up and do what you're told for once? Shut the fuck up and do what you're told. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the